No one is ever who they seem in Squid Game. That's especially the case when it comes to one of Season 2's newest and most intriguing characters, Kang No-eul. No-eul isn't a player in the game but one of the guards. Specifically, she's Guard 11, who wears the triangle mask which is worn by the shooters in this twisted world. A former soldier, No-eul is a North Korean defector. She fled to the south after killing her superior officer, but in the process she was forced to leave her newborn baby behind. Dedicated to finding her baby and bringing her to South Korea no matter what, No-eul first took a job as a costume performer. But when the organizers of the Squid Game offered her more money, she pushed her morals aside and took the opportunity. No-eul encountered one player in the real world prior to Season 2's game, Park Jae-suk, player 246. While she was working as a mascot, Jae-suk's daughter repeatedly sought her out and even gave No-eul a drawing. Because of this child's sweet nature and how much she missed her own daughter, No-eul grew fond of Jae-suk's daughter. After she learned the young girl was chronically ill, No-eul even visited her in the hospital. During red light, green light, No-eul recognizes Jae-suk. Though she's typically portrayed as a loyal and rule-abiding worker, she ignores her orders this one time, choosing not to shoot Jae-suk even though he was caught moving during the game. No one seems to notice that No-eul ignored her orders. Later, one of the other snipers intentionally only shoots an eliminated player in the leg to keep them alive for the underground organ harvesting operation. However, she finishes the player off. This frustrates the corrupt guards, although she seems indifferent. Later, she is summoned to see the masked officer. She has a discussion with the officer and warns her to not interfere with their operation, mentioning their 7-year history with each other. However, No-eul remains unaffected by this encounter and continues her mercy killings. In the next game, No-eul interrupts a pair of workers and orders them to drop a coffin with an alive player inside and proceeds to execute the player to prevent them from being harvested. This infuriates the corrupt guards for disrupting their operation twice in a row. Later that day, she is pinned down by 2 corrupt guards. They make rude comments about her before she manages to push them off her and fight back against them, but she is eventually overwhelmed and pinned down. She is given a cut on her cheek and warned not to interfere with the organ harvesting operation again. She is visibly shaken by this encounter. In the third game, it is shown she has listened to their threat and ignores 2 guards, presumably the same ones who attacked her, leaving a player intentionally alive and instead walks away. She notices Park Jae-suk is still alive and watches him intently throughout the rounds. She is later stopped by one of the corrupt guards who praises her for giving in and not interfering with the operation any further. However, the officer still advises them to keep an eye on her. In her last appearance in Season 2, she is called as a response to the ongoing revolt organized by Ji-hun. She survives, being likely in the massive force of guards the players encounter as they journey up the stairs, and it is alleged she is the one guard seen shooting player 246. In Season 3 we see Park Jae-suk from her perspective, pleading to not be shot. No-eul shoots him in a non-fatal area, and tells him to close his eyes if he wants to live. She scans his body, resulting in his elimination, which is brought into the operating room afterwards. Although this act is seen as suspicious by Number 5, No-eul convinces him that now she is one of them, and they both go to the operating room. The doctor begins the operation on Jae-suk's body, but he's interrupted by No-eul, who takes the rifle and shoots everyone but the doctor. She does so in order to let the doctor reanimate Jae-suk by the transfusion of her blood into Jae-suk's body, only to kill the doctor afterwards. After they were discovered by her boss, she was also forced to kill her superior and burn all the participant files. She successfully got Jae-suk off the island, where he was rescued by Jun-ho and the Coast Guard. 6 months after the games, No-eul visits Jae-suk. He draws a portrait of her, unaware that she was the guard who saved his life. His daughter, Na-eun, is also shown to be alive and doing well. As No-eul leaves the amusement park, she receives a life-changing phone call. Her own daughter may have escaped North Korea and could be in mainland China. No-eul's story ends on a hopeful note as she decides to follow the lead and boards a plane to China. She's someone whose inner light has all but faded, drifting deeper into the night. Then, when she saw Ji-hun's ultimate act of self-sacrifice, something inside her shifted. A flicker of hope and pull towards life reignites within No-eul. I wanted to show her rising again, reclaiming her will to live, and giving life another shot.